Hey everybody, good Sunday morning. Top of the morning to you. It is 7:24 here. It's still dark outside, but the day's starting to break. There's a little daylight starting to peek through. The old gospel song says, "As I traveled through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me. Leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, O Lord, each day, that I might do the best that I can. When I kneel in prayer, I hope to meet you there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand." The Morning Post, everybody, on this Sunday, the Lord's Day, March the 15th, 2026. March is halfway over. More and more people are becoming parts of online communities, chicken communities, different types of car communities, church communities, acting communities, writers groups, support groups, dog pages, followers, and the followed. More and more stars are starting their online communities. Leanne Morgan broke out and became a major star by posting online. And so did little Leslie Jordan toward the end of his life. Social media has changed politics, preaching, entertainment, the way war is reported, and shopping. You can find anything online now. How to fix a refrigerator, hookers, dates, love, travels, hotel reviews. The future is now. The future has always been now. There are still many things that the internet can't fix. Traffic, rude people, assholes. If anything, it probably made them worse. In the old days, back years ago when I first signed up on Facebook, right off the bat, I had to block people. And it wasn't people that were strangers. It was people that I knew, or I thought I knew, family, former friends, former church members. I thought, how bizarre. Over time, it made sense, though. The internet exposes many people for who they are without them even trying to expose themselves. And as the old saying goes, when people show you, I don't argue with people. I'm just not an arguing type person. To me, it's just fruitless and useless. I guess it is too easy to just delete people on social media or block people or at least unfollow them. And I have reached a point in life where I vent very little. It's a negative energy, venting and complaining. It's negative. It's all negative. There's nothing positive about complaining about anything. I find other people who do vent annoying. Like the person every single time they eat out somewhere, they post online complaining about the service, complaining about the bill, complaining about they didn't put the mayo on the hamburger, or how long it took. Good heavens, I think, when I read some of those posts. What if that poor soul ever came down with brain cancer, glioblastoma or something? Good Lord, could you imagine? If they can't even deal with a mayo being left off of a hamburger, how are they going to deal with brain cancer? But that's just me thinking. I took a Xanax last night, y'all. The first time I've taken one in 20 years. It was only a 0.5, but man, it knocked me out cold. I put my little ear pod in. I don't never remember hearing anything all night to it because I go to sleep listening to a podcast most of the time. I was just out cold. and slept hard throughout the night. I woke up a little groggy this morning instead of wide awake. My doctor gave me a few Xanax. I emailed my doctor the other day, and I said, I'm about to take these long 10-hour flights, whatever, over to Paris. And somebody said, can you give me a little something just to knock the edge off of that, because I have anxiety and all that stuff when I fly. Especially, I don't with trips to Miami and New York, little 90-minute, 2-hour trips. So those across the pond flights are long. And so he sent me back an email and had a prescription in there for some Xanax. I'm like, Xanax? Good heavens. But I took one last night. He said, you might ought to try one before you get on the plane just to make sure you can still handle it all right. So I went ahead and tried one last night. Oh, yeah, I can handle it all right. I slept like I was in the arms of Jesus. But yeah, don't even dream. You're just in such a deep sleep. Glory be unto the name of the Lord on the Lord's day. So at 39, until I was about 50, when I was going through my divorce and coming out and stepping away from the church and all that crazy period of my life, I went to the doctor. I was on Xanax for years. I took Ambien, even with the Xanax. I still take the Ambien to go to sleep at night. Ambien will just knock you out. And then after that, they try to get you off Xanax. I did Zoloft. My favorite was Klonopin. Oh, my God. I loved Klonopin. Took Klonopin for years. And then at 50, 20 years ago, a doctor told me, so you need to get off that Klonopin. And I'm like, why do I need to get off Klonopin? He said, well, studies have shown that as you get older on Klonopin, you tend to fall more, and you don't want to be falling. And I'm like, good heavens, now I got to give up my Klonopin. But anyhow, I got off of it, all of it, 20 years ago. I weaned off of all of them back then, and for the last 20 years, I have not taken anything. One day, I just flushed them all down the toilet, and I said, I'm done with all this. Those of us who were raised up in the faith movement believed that we had the power to do stuff like that. But I had just had my run of it. But it would be nice to sleep through that long flight and to not worry with every little bump that the plane's about to go down in the dark, cold North Atlantic Sea waters. I just sleep through all of it. Yeah, hopefully. Good morning, everybody. Good Sunday morning. On this Sunday, the Lord's Day. Those of you going to church, now don't be a slacker. Get on up there and get on ready and go to church. Those of you that's heathens, like myself, pagans, just enjoy. I'm going to, actually, me and Ava's going to get our walk in this morning. Then we're going to clean the house good because we fly out tomorrow. So we want to scrub the bathroom down and clean the stove, do a good, plus it's spring, we get back, we need to do a good spring cleaning and clean the windows and all that. But then I'm going to head over to the Key Roadhouse in a little bit, work a piddle on that. I've got just where I enjoy going over for 2 or 3 hours and doing a little something. But good morning, everybody. Good morning, sweet people. This is going to be an interesting week. Life is good. What a pretty day this is going to be here in Atlanta. As the old song says, as I travel through this pilgrim land, there is a friend who walks with me. He leads me safely through the sinking sand. It is Christ of Calvary. This would be my prayer, O Lord, each day, that I might do the best that I can. 'Cause when I kneel in prayer, I hope that you'll be there. Blessed Jesus, hold my hand. The picture over on my Facebook page, y'all, I was tearing out the front door area at the Key Roadhouse yesterday. I love doors and windows. Love y'all.